Tadadat exhibiting Vapuhu his transcendental body. Translation. Then in the Satya Yuga, the lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead, being pleased, showed himself to that Gardama Muni and displayed his transcendental form, which can be understood only through Vedas. Purport. Here, 2 points are very significant. The first is that Kardama Muni attained success by yoga practice in the beginning of Satya Yuga, when people used to live for 100,000 years. Kardama Muni attained success, and the Lord, being pleased with him, showed him his form, which is not imaginary. Sometimes the impersonalists recommend that one can arbitrarily concentrate one's mind on some form he imagines or which pleases him. But here it is very clearly said that the form which the Lord showed to Kardama Muni by his divine grace is described in the Vedic literature. Sabdam Brahma. The forms of the Lord are clearly indicated in the Vedic literature. Kardama Muni did not discover any imaginary form of God as alleged by rascals. He actually saw the eternal, blissful, and transcendental form of the Lord, Satchit Ananda Vigraha. I think we have to repeat the translation, correct? Okay. Translation. Then in the Satya Yuga, the lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead, being pleased, showed himself to that Kardama Muni and displayed his transcendental form, which can be understood only through the Vedas. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Shakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmaya Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Budale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tatadi Sopadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sakrajadam Sakagana Raghunantanvidam Tamsajivam Sadvaidam Savatutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lita Shri Visakam Siddhata Ye Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpade Gobesha Gobika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanostude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadarubhashya Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Kadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This verse is one of the wonderful verses. It talks about the understand the Lord's form is not so easy. Is the Lord has form or not? No, don't have form. So it is here the Lord has a form, and how we are going to understand the Lord's form. Before that, we just recapture what I had discussed earlier in the last chapter. Towards the end of the previous chapter, Maitreya Rishi explained how Brahmaji created various personalities. At the end, Manu. Swayambhuva Manu was mind-born son of Brahma, the husband of Satarupa. He had 3 daughters, namely Ahuti, Devahuti, Prasuti. Devahuti was given in marriage to sage Gardama Muni. This is the verse we are going to take. So Gardama Muni married Devahuti. Devahuti is a daughter of Swayambhuva Manu. And Devahuti gave birth to 9 daughters and lost only one son, which is Kapila Dev. This is the little bit of introduction for this verse. Now here, Pushka Rakshaha, lotus-eyed Krishna, Lord, and Kritya Yuge, which is Satya Yuga. This incident happened in Satya Yuga. Gardama Muni ordered, commanded by Lord Brahma, that he should beget and populate children in this world. That is his father. Gardama Muni did penances for 10,000 years. So those Katyuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. So 10% of that. He meditation yoga in the banks of Saraswati river. And God is pleased and appeared, give darshan to him. Is the God given darshan to him because of his penances or meditation? No. He is pleased with his devotional service and showed his form to him. Prabhupada said in 2 places, one he said, only by devotional service we can understand the Krishna. And then someone asked the question, is there any other way? Please tell me. Prabhupada said, there is no other means to understand Krishna. So if anybody wants to understand Krishna, it is only by way of devotional service. So Krishna is pleased by the Gardama Muni, his penances, with his devotional service. Then God appeared to him in front of him. Sabdam Brahma. That form can be understood only by the Vedic literature. It is described in the Vedic literature. What is that form? We used to read in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The cause of all causes, Krishna, and he got darshan, Satchit Ananda Vigraha form. Normally, when we meditate, some people used to say that I want to imagine this form and then do it. But Gardama Muni, the form he saw was not imagined by him. He is not imagined any form, and what the form he saw is, that is not imagined by him. That is Sabdam Brahma, which is Satchit Ananda form. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, which is discussed purely about the devotional service, I would like to quote a few verses from Bhagavad Gita, which in this context is relevant. 9.3, those who are not faithful in devotional service will not attain me, but take cycle of birth and death again and again. So it is not simply, so I want to come one day, I want to do something. No. How much you are devoted, how much you are faithful in doing devotional service, that matter. So as long as you are faithful and doing your devotional service with faith, you will not come to the cycle of birth and death. Otherwise, you will come to the cycle of birth and death again and again. That is what the sum and substance of Bhagavad Gita 9.3. In 9.30, Prabhupada nicely explained, even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. What does that mean? So I can do devotional service, I can do anything? No, it is not like that. No. No. Once your mind is set to the devotional service with faith, you will not do anything nonsense thing. That is why we used to think, engage your mind in a fruitful way, do chanting, read Bhagavatam, glories of Sri Krishna. So if you do this kind of practice, these are all the means to attain the end, which is goal is Krishna. These means are properly followed in order to get the ultimate goal. That is they explained in 9.30. And 9.34 Krishna say, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mam evaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam mat parayanaha. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisance to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. How can it is possible? Engage your mind always thinking of me. How can it possible? Prabhu, is it possible? And become my devotee. Yes, I can devotee. Offer obeisance on me. Yes, we can do worship me. Engage your mind always thinking of me. Whatever you do, you have to think of Krishna and do. Normally when I do the cooking service, in order to not to deviate anything else, I always keep chanting. Some sloka, some mantra, something like Purushottam or something. Keep chanting. So the advantage for me always thinking of Krishna, chanting, I won't feel that I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. It automatically finish. The main thing is 4:15 I got on the gas, that's it. It will automatically finish 8 o'clock. No matter who is there, who is not there. So just on it, people will come and somebody will do something, it will finish. But I will keep chanting. Purushottam chanting, nectar chanting, you can chant anything, whatever you know. Just keep chanting. And then things will go automatically. That is the thinking of Krishna always. Here in the verse, why is difficult to understand the form of the Lord? He said it is difficult to understand the form of the Lord. Why? Supreme Lord is Swarad. He reserved the right to show or not. God himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Nagam prakashya sarvasya yoga maya samavritaha. He has the right to show, okay, he is a nice devotee. I pleased his devotional service, so I got to show him. You get it? So, some people use the Pancha Upasana, 5 forms. One of them is Vishnu, Sun God, like that. Keep thinking that and meditate. That I explained earlier. But the purpose of those things is to meditate, to come to the stage. That is only a mechanism or means to reach the ultimate goal, which is personality of God, Sri Krishna. In our conditioned life, we require means to attain Bhagavan realization. But the end, do we need this means? No need. So we self-realization that the God is within you, Paramatma, your soul. You came to the stage, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Supreme. There is no difference. Till the point we realize the self-realization, we need these attributes, chanting, glorification, etc. The moment you realize the Supreme Brahman, there is no attribute, no form, and there is no difference between him and you. What does that mean? Are you Brahman? No, the thing is, here to say that the Paramatma is within you, which is Shirodakshai Vishnu, and Atma, you are the soul. At the moment, the conditioned life, ignorance is covering. Once the ignorance is removed, following this process, we will understand that I am that formless Brahman. That means you have the Shirodaksha Vishnu, Paramatma, within you. In Isha Upanishad, the Prabhupada, the very first book, Upanishad number 15, Hiranmayena Patrena Satyas Yapihitam Muham Tattvam Pushan Apavrado Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye. O my Lord, the sustainer of all that lives, your real face is covered by your dazzling effulgence. Kindly remove that covering and exhibit yourself to pure devotees. My father used to say, Rama, you should know where to attach, where to detach. The young age, okay, we got to study, we got to go for this job, good job, earn money, more thing. But my father, he always go to the Vishnu temple, do cleaning, all the work. And he is happy with that 4-5 hours. He do all cleaning and make it clean, nice. When I say something, you will understand one point of time where to attach, where to detach. That his intention is we should attach to Krishna. As long as we go more and more attached toward Krishna, you will detach from your material things. You don't want to buy a car or thing. You need some bare minimum to do your Krishna Bhakti. Not iPhone 14 or 15 is coming, new model, no. The key thing is how we are close to attach Krishna. Automatically your detachment towards material thing happening on its own. That is very key. In Bhagavad Gita 14.27, Krishna say, I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Here he mentioned 3 things, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are 3 aspects of the same absolute truth. Brahman is the aspect most easily perceived by the beginner. Paramatma, the super soul, is realized by those who are further progressed, Madhyamadhikari. And Bhagavan realization is the ultimate realization of the absolute truth. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 7.7. I will come to that bit later. Here, Prabhupada mentioned in Bhagavad 14.27, these 3 beginner. The beginner is Paramatma, then beginner is the Brahman realization, the Paramatma is Madhyamadhikari, and Super Soul is realized by those who has further progressed. Finally, Bhagavan realization is the ultimate realization of the absolute truth, which is the Uttama Adhikari. So, in this context, I just want to explain in the first canto, three Vishnus as explained. When Krishna desired to create this whole universe, Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Mahavishnu, he created the entire cosmic atmosphere, and he is the Paramatma for the entire universe. And then he expanded himself into Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and he entered into each and every universe. And then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu expanded himself to Shirodakshaya Vishnu, entered into each and every living entity and as well as atom. Why Vishnu is expanding everywhere? Mahavishnu is dead, that is create entire universe, that's enough. Why we need a Vishnu for each and every universe? Prabhu, why we need it? Exactly. In order to maintain each universe. So now we are in the earth. We need sun, we need moon, we need monsoon, we need rain, everything we need. How we will get? Without Garbhodakshaya Vishnu for this universe, we can't get it. We need a Shirodakshaya Vishnu. If we don't have Vishnu here, there, Paramatma will dead. Matter, no, finish. So in order to activate each and every universe, there is a Vishnu. That is the core. Just I can link this verse along with that. Come back to Bhagavad Gita 7.7. Matta parataram nanyat kinjit ashti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. So this was exactly 7.7 related to this verse. There is a common controversy over whether the supreme absolute truth is personal or impersonal. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, absolute truth is the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. And this is confirmed in every step. In this verse, in particular, it is stressed that absolute truth is a person. So we don't have any doubt that absolute truth is a person. The personality of Godhead is the supreme absolute truth, is also affirmation of the Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha. The supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, who is the primeval Lord, the reservoir of all pleasure, Govinda, and the eternal form of complete bliss and knowledge. In this verse, it is mentioned Sabdam Brahma. You can learn through the Vedic literature. It is already mentioned in Vedic literature, which is Satchitananda form. All Vedic literature describe the forms of the Lord, glories of the Lord. Still, the subject matter is confidential. The subject matter is confidential. We have the chapter in Bhagavad Gita, the confidential, and the next is the most confidential knowledge. It requires very important qualification to understand the Lord, understand the forms of the Lord. For ignorant people, can't understand how the Lord present in the temple as Archa Vigraha. How the Supreme Brahman reduced into a small Archa Vigraha. God is so merciful. We can pursue Sri Sri Radha Gopinath here in this form. The God is here. Again in verse 7.1, Krishna says, by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Here, we are matter, we are in the material world. The Maya we are facing every day. We are in a material platform. Whereas the God is in the spiritual platform. So, Oracle database not work with the cyber, what you can call Microsoft. It is a different platform. One cannot work in other platform. So you have to elevate in a spiritual platform in order to see the Lord. That is where the Gardama Muni did 10,000 years penance with complete faith. He can able to see the God. But in Kali Yuga, we have only maximum life 100 years. Some people maybe 80, 85. How can we do penance? The Yuga Dharma is Nama Sankirtan. By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, you are talking to Krishna. You can loudly chant one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When I initially started chanting, I am very keen to round. Okay, finish now 4 rounds, this 2 rounds, 6 rounds. Okay, I got to finish another one. My mind is looking into only round. Then after attending one Japa retreat, one Maharaj nicely said, are you doing chanting or are you doing only counting? Then I thinking every day, okay, how much round I chanting? 16 round finished. How much is chanting? How much is numbers only? So if I look at it, the attentive chanting was less. So then I have to refocus that I am talking to Krishna. I am not just chanting. I am talking to Bhagavan. I am talking to God. I am talking to God's mantra. Please engage me in devotional service. Please engage me in your devotional service. I am talking to Krishna. So if I am talking to my boss, I got to give 100% attention. Like you are talking to superior, you got to go. This one, chanting is, you are talking to Krishna. So I ought to allocate the cream time morning. Yes, 1 hour, 2 hour, I got to dedicate only for chanting. Focus on only chanting. Then I am doing the proper devotional service. I am seeing in the temple all brahmacharis doing wonderful chanting. Sometimes I used to come on Thursday. Prabhu, I need a little help. Can you please come? No, Prabhu, I got to finish my chanting. I don't want to come. I'm busy. That is good. I appreciate that you are focused on chanting. But I got to go to office. I got to do. Okay, that's why I call. Sometimes some people are merciful to me. Prabhu, I will come. I'll help you. But our focus should be on chanting, which is really good. I won't mind even if you are not coming to me for helping. But chanting is the core, but you are properly situated. That's really good. I appreciate it. In the first count of Bhagavatam earlier, it says that in Bhagavatam 1.2.17 to 21, Bhakti Yoga severes the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of asamshayam shamagrammam. understanding of the Supreme Absolute Truth, Personality of Godhead. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotees in Krishna consciousness can one understand the science of Krishna. And I believe in the beginning of this chapter, all the Manus are described, and we were in the current Kali Yuga, Vaivastata Manu, seventh Manu. Now, what are the key takeaway? We can understand Krishna only by devotional service, no other means. One of the Prabhu taking the Bhagavatam class, he mentioned one nice thing about devotional service. The discussion is, we are saying that I am a servant of the servant of the servant because Krishna likes their devotee. Is Krishna is superior or the devotee is superior? He is asking that question to the entire audience. Some people say Krishna, somebody is devotee. But he concluded with the explanation that devotional service is superior. So that's why Prabhupada stressed in a couple of speech, we can understand Krishna only by devotional service, no other means. Here we are discussing about Swayambhuva Manu, Gardama Muni, Devahudi. Why we are discussing this? They are all great devotees. Obviously, those people related to our spiritual progress. By reading these kind of great devotees, we can attach more towards Krishna and detach, obviously, from our material things. We will progress in our spiritual life of hearing about these great souls and purify our material contamination. This discussion between Manu and Gardama is not Prajalpa, it's not a mundane thing, it is a spiritual subject. In the dynasty of Swayambhuva Manu, many great devotees of Vishnus are born, determined to become devotee like Dhruva Maharaj. Reading like Dhruva Maharaj, your material desire will fade. You will eventually progress in Krishna consciousness. The external subject matter looks like mundane, but actually, if we see the actual connection with the Supreme Lord, we realize nothing is mundane in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is mature fruit of all Vedic literature and is essence of the all Vedic literature. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described Srimad Bhagavatam as Amala Purana, transcendental. These scriptures heard and accepted by great personalities, Paramahamsas. So the key point is devotional service. We are not counting or chanting, we are doing a devotional service, we are talking to Krishna, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus on Krishna. Even if I call, you can have the right to say that I am busy with the chanting. I won't trouble you. But whoever wish to come, please come on Thursday. Hare Krishna. Any doubts? Prabhu?
Did Krishna himself appear to Kardama Mahamuni, which I believe is extremely rare, or is it Kshirodakshai Vishnu that has appeared to Kardama
Excellent question. It is Sri Krishna in Satchit Ananda form. The other one he said is Shirodakshaya Vishnu, correct? See, who is Kardama Muni? He is son of Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu is son of Brahma. Who is that Brahma? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So he, by mind, Swayambhuva Manu is born out of mind from Swayambhuva Manu. That Brahma, and you said this will got darshan of Shirodakshaya Vishnu or actual Krishna, correct? Your question, he saw the actual form of Krishna, which is Satchit Ananda Vigraha form, not the other one. But Shirodakshaya Vishnu is within us, and his grandpa is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Brahma. Okay? That's why I explained the three Paramatma. The Karanodakshaya Vishnu Paramatma for the entire universe. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, only one Karanodakshaya Vishnu for entire manifestation. There are many Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, each and every universe, one Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then he expanded to each and every individual and each and every atom as a Shirodakshaya Vishnu. But Kardama Muni saw the real Krishna, the Satchit Ananda form. But what for he saw? The God is pleased with his devotional service. And what Kardama Muni did after birth of the 9 daughters and 1 son, Kapila Dev, the Lord himself born as his son. He want to live the family life. He want to go to forest and to meditate. His mood is tapasya mood. Even God is in his family. His son is a God, Kapila Dev. But his mood is to tapasya. His determination to tapas. His great determination, not simple, great and faith. And God is pleased and appeared in front of him. Devagudi did not went along with him. He wanted to take care of his son, Kapila Dev, God himself, and he went alone. When Rama went to forest, Sita Devi went along with him. But Devagudi in the house only. She didn't go. She wanted to take care of the family, and she has 9 daughters and 1 last his son. But his Kardama Muni's mood is purely meditation. He won't meditate on Krishna, nothing else. He is detached everything from the material life, but on the order of his father, he has to give birth to a child. That is the reason he came to give the family life. Otherwise, he is not interested. He just to obey the order of the Brahma. That's it. Very good question, Prabhu. Yes.
It's mentioned here that Shabda, the Lord can be understood only by Vedas.
Yes.
It's not mentioned Vedic literature because we don't have access to Vedas, right? So why is it actually said only Vedas, not Vedic literature?
See, the thing is Sabda Brahma. Here, the context Prabhupada mentioned, what form of Lord has been seen by Kardama Muni. Whether the God has form or not, we have a lot of discussion is there. But Prabhupada want to make full stop for that. God has a form. And he showed darshan to Kardama Muni in his Satchit Ananda form. That form is described in Vedas. So I think it is interchangeably used to Vedas and Vedic literature. It is Vedas, and in this context, Prabhupada mentioned in Brahma Samhita And the Satchitananda form he see, and God has form. There is no doubt. That is what he mentioned. I think I have answered the question. Prabhu? Any other question? Yes, please.
You were giving us in the beginning, you were saying that we should always remember Krishna. Krishna stays in Bhagavad Gita.
Sorry?
We should always remember Krishna.
Yes.
And during the day, it's possible, but at night when we go to sleep, not possible. How do we remember Krishna when we sleep?
Krishna will remember you. Actually, see, the thing is, I'll tell you, okay. The thing is, that needs pure practice and by listening. The thing is, few things we got to, even I have the same doubt earlier. When you life goes on, initially, yes, maybe when you at your age, maybe by 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we remember God and then do prayer and then go to work and all the things. Once you got married, that way you saw the real life. At the time, always, if you look at me, most of the time I will chant in my house. Because I am working from home, I have all the books. Half of them I started reading. Once I married, I started reading each and every book, and by now I everything memorized. Whenever you get the issue, you will come to know, oh gosh, then I do one chanting. I start nectar of instruction, then automatically I will come to know, okay, this is the issue and this is the solution. See, when I was working yesterday, a lot of interface failed and there were a lot of issues. In front of my table, I keep the very, very big Krishna picture. I just look at the Krishna, what to do. You will get to know the answer automatically. Within 10 minutes, I can able to figure out what is the problem. The thing is, that is the habit and culture you have to habituate on a regular basis, and it will not come over the night. It will take time to realize that. About the chanting, even, see, for me, Saturday morning I got to wake up at 2:30. That means I will go to sleep at 8:30, 6 hours sleep, more than enough. But mostly, couple of minutes I will sleep very fast. If I take 2-3 minutes, I will sleep. If I am not getting sleep, just I will sit down. I will chant very slowly nectar of instruction, very tasty. I will get sleep, automatically I will sleep. But before sleep, I do some chanting. Either Rig Veda or Yajurveda or some Veda. Some Veda I read 15 minutes. Many of them are by-hearted. Each and everything is 6 minutes. Take a nectar of instruction, 6 minutes, or Purushottam, 6 minutes. When I started chanting very slowly, tasting the nectar, that's it, you will get sleep. Then automatically I will wake up at 2:30. It is by practice you will get it. See, after marriage you will get this issue. People say, you read this one every day, your things will be solved. And you read this thing will be solved. You put this thing. One point of time, I have all the books, I have to read this thing. And I put all the rings in all the finger. My father said, what is this? He said, the happiness is within you. Don't look for happiness outside. It is within you. Be happy with what you have. And then nothing wrong to chant everything, chant it. But don't be a commercial man. I am chanting for this purpose, I am chanting for this purpose. You have to detach the material things, you got to attach to God so you can chant with the devotion, not for some reciprocation. I am doing Vishnu Sahasranamam. This day I will get something. No, I am chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, 1,000 names of the Lord. I will remember in what condition Bhishma Pidamaha chant that sloka in the deathbed with arrows. He chanted Vishnu Sahasranamam. So when I started chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam, I used to remember Bhishma Pidamaha, how he chanted 1,000 names of the Lord. Then prayer to Bhishma Pidamaha, then do the Vishnu Sahasranamam. That is the real thing. But at the time and the young age, they have the culture that you got to do Vishnu Sahasranamam, you will get this benefit like that. But we got to do in a spiritual way, to do the devotion towards Lord and remembering the great devotee like Bishop Pitamaha. Whenever you read something, what you have to do is, okay, nectar of instruction, who write this one? What context? Oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, feeling the separation, the Radharani in the mood of devotee, feeling separation of Krishna, and at that moment looking at the ocean, he sings this nectar of instruction. Srila Rupa Goswami written this one. Like that, what is that? The Sikshashtakam. So what context they have written? What great souls they written this thing, kind of thing. Give the prayer to the Guruji, who had written that. Then start chanting. Your chanting is perfect. Your chanting will be absolute. You can see that. You can enjoy the taste of the each sloka. So that way, if you think the day-to-day life, whatever you're doing every day morning, do that way. I am not counting. I am not 16 round. I am having a discussion with Krishna. I am doing devotional service. Do that way. Then you will always 20 verse 1 you remember Krishna. Even if you forget, he will remember you. Mandar Ghosh Prabhu, get up, you got to get up now. 3 o'clock, you got to do chanting, get up. That's it. Correct? Any other doubt, please? It is a taste. Actually, we got to bring the taste. Once you bring the taste, no, everything will be all right. To come to the taste, sometimes it will take time. Even for me, it takes some time. I am not initially not keen to do 16 round chanting and all. But now I finish my chanting by 7 o'clock, by all the 16 round I will finish. But initially I do 2-3 rounds in the morning, and whenever time walking like that I do. But I will count 16 round, that is there. But it is not real chanting. But I am thinking, okay, Krishna is in front of me, Hare Krishna. I'll think of Krishna and chant. Then your chanting is perfect, your devotional service is perfect, you will always remember Krishna. That is the key. You got to go one step before. Whatever you are chanting, how the context came, that will help you to remember long. Till your death you will not forget. That is the thing. Yes, Prabhu.
And at the end of say Dhruvokyakhyana or even Gajendra Moksha,
Yeah.
what is the reason the Falashruti is given? Like we have got quite a few instances in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Is there any reason it's given, or is it basically to attract people?
One is, yes, attract people. But the main thing, it is not for that actually. But see, in the Kali Yuga, our mindset is, we do, see, I have this problem in my horoscope, do this parigara, this kind of thing, and they have mentioned that. But it is not mainly for that purpose, but they given to attract. Maybe I am not familiar on that aspect, but I used to read, because that is what I have been told. But maybe I will check next class, I will tell you, Balasudhi, what is the purpose of this. But that is not, many of them, they won't chant even that. They finish up to the 1,000 names. Maybe I will check for you. Hare Krishna.
Just a quick question. So whenever there is challenges during the work time, during the day time, the mind automatically focuses on the challenge, and it keeps you reminding the challenge throughout the day or throughout the week. Then it is very, how do you get Krishna focused during that challenging time, or any problems or anything that comes through? It's very difficult to control the mind, to focus back on track to Krishna, that we are in Krishna. And what should be the strategies to at least start practicing to get to that state? As you say, it's habitual, it takes time. So what are some of the strategies someone can start applying?
See, you start simple. See, the main thing is, Yuga Dharma, Kali Yuga Dharma, Kali Yuga is Nama Sankirtan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given Nama Sankirtan to everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With devotion, even if you start chanting only one round, you can able to chant. I have not done 16 round before. When I came here, I said, my Shiksha Guru told 16 round. I said, no way, go. My father told me some other thing, I got to do only that. I am not 16 round, no way, go. But here, the thing is, Prabhupada mentioned in many of the lectures, key is the association, devotee association, and discussing Krishna Katha. And how much we have the listening character. See, I used to listen, Prabhu, see this is saying, and there is something to listen. Okay, I listen. First I did only one round, not more than one round, which I did for nearly 6 months, only one round. Then I slightly increased to 2, then I increased to 4. And 4 I was there for nearly 2-3 years. After that I will come to 8 round. The thing is, what happened, when I did 4 rounds, I chant a lot of mantra. You can say 70% I don't know meaning. Just I know, I practiced, by hearted I can chant. Once I started chanting 4 rounds, I come to know the meaning of each and every mantra. Then I revisit all the sloka, whatever I do chanting, like Purusha Suttam and Yajurveda and all, and even including Gayatri Mantra, when we do Achamanayam, Kesava, Narayana, all the thing, I come to the meaning, where is the origin, how it comes. And it gives me more power to do my own mantra, whatever I do, in a totally different manner. The way in which I started at the young age is totally different, and what I am doing now is totally different. It is sort of realize, oh, I am doing this mantra, it's so wonderful. This is what I did in past 30 years without knowing meaning. Okay, now I am doing with meaning. And that realization comes, okay, now I got to do 8 rounds. Then next 1 month, next 16 round. But that is not stopped there, 16 rounds. That 16 round I do whenever I want. Then after that it used to think me, Rama, you are doing only counting, you are not doing real chanting. Then focus on chanting. Then when my mind is diverted, I will stop my chanting. I will do 8 round, I will stop, take 10 minutes break, and then come again and then do another 8 round. That means my determination is chant, no deviation, only concentration, chanting only. If you start like that, at least 1 round a day, 2 round, it will gradually go, you will not forget Krishna. Even if you forget, Krishna will remember you. Okay, Krishna is there. You focus your mind. Even in Nectar of Instruction, Essence of the Instruction 7 and 8, it says that always remember Krishna, remember my name, glories, pastimes. Beautiful. You start from Nama Sankirtan for this Yuga Dharma, 1 round or 2 round, focus on that, you will back to track and you will go like anything. Even you will go more than 16 rounds. Now I do more than 20 rounds now. I finish 16 rounds, then sometimes I feel, oh, I want to chant more. Okay, I'll do another 5 rounds, 4 rounds like that. So 16 rounds is, for me, we finish in the morning itself. But after that, I used to get some time more chant, then I will do again. The key is, you got to focus attentive chanting. That is important. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? I think our time is over. Grandraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki. Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Bhavan ki. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Thanks, Prabhu.